What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and well, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, Episode 2. I'm sorry for the lack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, guys. I've just been really busy with work, and my locals hasn't been doing anything since this tournament, which is the OTS Champion Tournament. This is round 1, game 1, against Pendulum Magicians. I'm not really going to go through what's happening because I don't really know pendulums that well, but all I can say is that he's gonna artifact scythe me. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. I will have a deck profile with my deck because I actually got 3rd place at this OTS championship. So as you can just see, I lightning stormed the monsters because there was just too many monsters on the board. I'm already locked out of my extra deck. All I was able to do was send Shadows to the Grave, search for, I forgot what I searched for, to be honest. But I did have a mass change, so I could have a Dark Claw on the turn he started. So when he activated the Joker, add the mass change. Made the Dark Claw, searched, I banished the card out of his hand. And I think the Dark Claw kind of just won me the game here, because I know Pendulums really just can't get through it. Because he was going to try to beat over it. Let's see. So he Pendulum summoned for 4, and I can't quite remember everything that's gonna happen. Sorry, I'm not in my normal setup right now because that room is currently being occupied in the moment. So it's also 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm actually recording this. It's been a long time editing this. It was like 7 rounds of the tournament just recorded. And it was just long. What happened here was he tried to summon the vortex, but because it didn't get, since the material he used, I guess, for his link summon didn't get sent to, it didn't go to the graveyard, so it didn't summon it. But there was something else he said he could have done, but I mean, it was like already irrecoverable game state because he already made the IP. He committed to the IP, and then so he Boral Savage. I was trying to protect it with Honest Neos, but of course the Boral Savage had the negate, so I actually baited another negate here with Polymerization. I TTT'd to take the Boral Savage because, I mean, there was no point of chaining IP because whatever you made, I would just take it. Normal Divine, I was kind of just going off here. I used the Boral Savage and the Vion to make Verte Anaconda. And I kind of just took the game over from here because then I made the Phoenix and then I used Verte, sent another Fusion Destiny. And I made Dominance. And pretty much he just scooped it up here. And that was pretty much, he couldn't handle that board. So, alright, game 2. He went first again. I can't quite say what went. I think I actually lost. Yeah, I think I lost this one. I bricked pretty bad. He had pretty much kind of the same board. He had the Scythe locked, and he just had some negates. So I really couldn't get over that because he actually doesn't. He actually pops the Scythe with Tornado Dragon. So I found that was kind of an interesting way to do it. But anyway, guys, one more thing. So when it goes to the next round, the animation that you'll see in that little clip of this video is a little sneak peek of what the intro of my channel is going to look like. And it's currently in this step of being colored. So after that's it, then I'll finally have an intro to this channel, and it's gonna be really, really, really cool. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, I was just trying to bait some negates or whatever, but I used the Deforest, I used the Dusted, it got negated. I TTT to draw 2 cards. I don't know why he didn't negate that. He let me draw, I didn't get anything, and I kind of just scooped it up. I just really couldn't do anything with the negates, and no extra deck. It was just kind of impossible to break through it. I just settled Buster Pass, and he kind of just took over from there. Oh, excuse me. Alright, game 3. I believe I decided to go first. This was my favorite part of this game. I summoned the Dominance. This is why I'm trying to convince y'all hero players to play Dominance while we can. Because if Fusion Destiny gets hit, there's no way I'm playing Dominance anymore. So I used the Dominance, I sent the 3 Destiny Heroes, and then we did the Vision Hero package. As you can see, we added the Dreadmaster. And then we use Decider's effect, so we could add a hero back at the end phase. You know, here we got the Denier, we get the Malicious, we make the DPE, then we use DPE to pop itself, and Dominance, we use Dominance as Chainlink 1, target Phoenix, target Decider, Malicious, tribute them for Plasma, and then Phoenix was Chainlink 2, so on his turn, Dreadmaster got revived, and he said he couldn't do anything with that because Dreadmaster protected my Destiny heroes from they were basically immortal that turn, and he couldn't do anything. Alright guys, coming into round 2, I played against Eldritch. Like, I play this deck enough on Master Duel. Like, I hate it. Like, so, you know, it's just a typical set 5. He actually played the Dogmatica things. I don't know why, but he played that. He also told me he played 2 Golden Lord. And I really don't think, I'm like, dude, like, why would you play a deck that's kind of based around 1 monster and you'd only play 2 of it? That seemed... I don't even like Eldritch, but if I played that deck, you better believe I'm going to have 3 Golden Lord in my deck. He only played 2, and I actually called by the Graved one, so he only had 1 left to work with, and he kind of misplayed a lot. There were so many opportunities where he could have won the game, and there was a lot of times I just came back and just won it, because I actually 2-0'd him, actually. So if you're keeping along what's going on, let me try to catch back up. Yeah, he torrential tributed, and I think I was still able to do stuff here. Yeah, I had the Denier, got the Malicious back. Yeah, because he torrentaled after I used Malicious's effect. And he got the Denier back. I searched for Bane, which isn't going to help me out because, you know, they can banish, so, you know, the Malicious Bane wasn't safe from them, but I just wanted to get, you know, some damage on the board because he paid his life a lot, and it just he did the strike, and then you know just all the cards you pay too much life with Golden Lords. So I think he actually he just wanted to minimize some damage, so he like Ice Dragoned my Cross and brought another. He actually took the increase, and I told him that, like, it's like I know who he is, and I kind of told him, like, yeah, that was probably the smartest play you've done this entire game, was banish the increase. But I think it still didn't matter, because I thought we were kind of in the grind game at this point. I actually had normal summon Decider, and then Decider actually saved me from his turn, because what he's going to do, he basically just goes into battle phase, and he's going to swing with Golden Lord, and I told him you can't attack him. And he's like, why? I was like, level 6 or higher monsters can't attack Decider, and he was like, well, damn, that's pretty good. And I'm like, yep. So I didn't know. So what was crazy was Decider in the grind game protected me from Golden Lord, and it was really, really funny. And then when my turn starts, I kind of just pop off because all the set 5 cards, I knew they weren't nothing stupid. Like, and I actually think I activate Sail. No, that's not this turn. I kind of just pop off here, get the. What did he do? He banished my target. That's what happened. And then I droplets just to make one of the Golden Lords halved, so I could use my hero live, so I can get my monster off the board. I got Stratos. We used Stratos to search, and I think we won the game here because he had really low life. And sorry for the camera angle because I usually like to have the life on here, but he was really low on life, and I was able to make DPE. Declared, he pops DPE. I didn't care because he only had, I think it was like, basically the Honest Neos with the Stratos killed the Golden Lord because it had half health, it had half life, and that was it. Coming on to game 2, of course he's gonna go first. He added the there can only be 1, so that kind of sucked. He judgments my Stratos, so he already helped me out, so now he's at 4,000. And I think he attacks me twice because I just kind of had to just keep setting cards and passing. Then I topped a Fusion Destiny. I really hope he didn't have an answer for it. I kind of goofed here because I should have just made Phoenix. But I guess when it died because of Fusion Destiny, I was still able to get 1 Destiny Hero monster. I just only could control 1 of that type. So I decided to keep the Decider because I was like, well, I mean, it protected me last time against Golden Lord, and I think it actually did. But I swung so I could draw a card. I'm trying to remember what's happening here. Yeah, he's just doing Golden Lord stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's like he was the only Golden Lord player there. What's crazy is I sided I was ready for certain decks. I mean, I know if I was gonna see at least a Golden Lord or whatever, but like there was like one card in my deck that did absolutely nothing. Like Ghost Ogre. I know it's great against all the Sword Soul, not the Sword Soul, but the Brave Token Engine. I didn't see a single one of those today. Like, I don't think anybody was playing that today. So Ghost Ogre did. I didn't activate Ghost Ogre not one time this entire tournament, and I was like, I really wish I took Ghost Ogre out for like something else. But at the same time, I never even opened Ghost Ogre anyway. So even if I did see it, oh yeah, I activate the Sales Ban. I couldn't think of a 15th card on my side deck, so I was like, let me just randomly throw this Sales Ban in here. It's kind of funny, but I mean, he said I could have just called the Scarlet Sanguine and I would have won, but I was like, it didn't matter because you could just chain the Scarlet Sanguine anyway, so it'd bring itself out. Because I wanted my Dark Column to go through, so I called Judgment. I was like, call Judgment, because I'm like, I don't want you to negate this Bane. So what's funny is he had like 2 cards left in his extra deck, and it was actually an Xyz monster he could still make. So he tried to bounce my DPE. I mean, he tried to bounce the Bane, but I negated it. But then once my turn my turn started, then he just bounced it again. So it was like, but it was all right. I didn't care. But when he activated that anti-spell, I thought I was going to lose here because I was just kind of getting irritated in this grind game. Because he had the anti-spell and the summon limit. And then that same turn he activated anti-spell, I forgot to set my spell cards. Because I forgot all about it. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to lose. Because now I'm going to be another turn behind. But I was actually able to come back. Because I got the increase in my spell and trap. And I forgot how I got malicious, but there was a way I was able to get rid of. Yeah, I chained the increase on before he went into battle phase, so I could just plus a little bit here. I searched for Stratos, I believe. Yeah, and I was just using the effect to pop spells and traps. Got rid of the summon limit because now I was just able to pop off because I was like, okay, the spells I needed, I have face down, and I can just go for it. And then I think that was pretty much the game from here because he had low life once again. And I was just able to just pop off and just swing for game. Alright, round 3 of the tournament. I'm actually going to lose this one. This was against Flunderese. And the guy who was playing Flunderese is actually... He actually got 2nd place. And the other guy I lost to, who was playing Sword Souls, he got 1st place. So at least I know the people I lost to got 1st and 2nd place and didn't like scrub out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, at least I lost to the top players. Like I didn't lose to anything else. And the guy I just beat, who was playing Eldritch, he actually got 4th place. So that I was like, good. So like, so he let me go first. I was going off. I was going crazy. I had Sunrise, Plasma, Phoenix, and then this guy just said Dark Ruler, Feathered Duster, then Lightning Storm. I was like, no way, dude. Like, there's no way. And then, he just needed 1 card to go off, and I had literally nothing. It was so frustrating. But yeah, that's pretty much all she's going to write for that one. Because, like, I just couldn't do anything. Because, he's going to make the Berry statue. Then when he gets rid of the Phoenix, it won't be able to resolve. It's just so silly. And, like, I didn't really think I would see Flunderese today. But I overheard some people talk about that they were playing it today. And I was like, man, I really don't want to deal with this deck, man. But coming into game 2, I go first again, because he won the dice roll game 1 and made me go first. Because I had no idea what he's playing, but I didn't think Flunderese would want to go 2nd, so I wasn't expecting Flunderese at all. But I guess when you open up all the one-ofs or just all the outs, I guess, but you know, it happens, you know. Like, I only have one droplets, and there was a game where I really needed a droplets, and I had it in my opening hand, and I was like, dang, the one of it. Stuff like that happens. So I'm kind of popping off again. I have the Absolute Phoenix because I already had the Miracle Fusion in hand, so I was like, I'd rather save Sunrise for later and make him have to deal with this Absolute Zero. But he dualitied and added the Dark Ruler no more. And I was just like, oh my god, again with this Dark Ruler no more. Like, I could have responded, I could have used Phoenix in response to him adding the Dark Ruler, but I just didn't care. I was like, yeah, because I think I actually came back. I'm not sure. But anyway, so while this game is going on, but yeah, that Monarch card, that card is nuts. Like, that card, he put Increase back on the top of my deck every single time, and it made me so upset. That's why I really hate that card. I hate that it just puts it back on top. I wish it shuffled it back, because it just punishes your opponent for no reason. I'm like, really? You already have to get rid of a lot of cards on my board, then you put a brick on top of my deck. Like, that's just crazy. But I forgot what's going on here. Yeah, he actually cheated the Perry statue, and then he just wipes my board, put Increase back on top. I get hit with a lot of damage. Yeah, then he activates that damn card. That thing is so stupid, and I just couldn't play again. But I actually had Bane and Gold in my hand. I had the Calling and the Gold, so I just hard made Bane. And I just like, I guess I'll just swing on the Monarch to get rid of it, because if I attack the Impin, I'll just lose my attack. And it was just, but yeah, he was just able to pop off again, and it's crazy, because then he was able to just tribute my Malicious Bane. Flunderese, that deck is just nuts. Like, golly, just nothing but normal summons. And then if their effect goes off, additional normal summon, normal summon, normal summon. I was like, that's so silly, dude. I wonder if their deck will get hit in some way eventually, but it is kind of just too new. But, like, golly, something needs to get hit, because that deck is just crazy. But yeah, I don't think there's any way I come back here. I think I scoop it up. I honestly don't remember. But anyway, guys, I do have the video. I will have my deck profile for this tournament uploaded. I do have the first place winner's deck profile. He didn't want to do a video, so I mean, I was completely okay with that. It kind of saves me some time a little bit, because I would have to record 3 videos. Like I was saying, yeah, I'd have to record 3 videos, and I just didn't feel like doing all that. So because I got this one and then my own deck profile, and that was enough for me. So I'll have the deck profile of first place winner, the Sword Souls, at the end of the video. So stick around for that. And this match was against Trap Tricks, and I'm not gonna say this was my easiest matchup, but this definitely was one of the quicker ones. I knew he set the Gravedigger's trap hole, so I was just playing around that the whole time, along with the other one that flips him face down. I don't know why he never activated that. I mean, I guess he was waiting for some kind of bigger boss monster, but I just didn't like. I would have flipped the Absolute Zero, but I don't know, because now it can't move. But I don't know why he never activated it, so I used Stratos to try to blow up some spells and traps eventually. Because I made it by Hero Lives. Now I normal summoned it and then blew up 2. I got rid of the Gravedigger's trap hole, but he actually had another copy. So it kind of hurt, because then I was at 2,000 life, and I was like, ugh. That's why I was trying to get rid of that Gravedigger's trap hole, because I didn't want to get hit by it. I TTT'd, I put the Trap Trick back in the deck, and I was like, yeah, you can keep that Ecclesia, that's fine. And then, yeah, he Gravediggered my Malicious. I Fusion Destinied, I made Dominus. I rearranged the top deck. I believe I put Destiny Hero Dasher on top of the deck. And then, the Wonder Driver put the Polymerization back, and I was kind of just popping off here, because, like, I don't know what that one face down was, but I guess it really didn't matter. but I messed up my play. I forgot to use the malicious effect, so I shuffled it back in. I forgot what I did, but I messed up. I put the malicious back from the grave back in the deck, and I was like, oh, why did I messed up. I goofed. But I was able to make Phoenix still, because I was like, I need to make Phoenix instead of keep this dominance here. So I just fused off the dominance with DPE, and then we were kind of just in a grind game here. But in a grind game, if you can't beat Phoenix, you're just gonna keep losing every time. He just scooped it up here. So on to game 2. So I actually went first. I don't know why he let me go first. I guess he was just hoping to see his side deck cards. But he actually drolled. I remember that. So he drolled. And yeah, I made the Wonder Driver. That was really all I could sit on. And let's see, he destroyed my Wonder Driver. Triggered its effect. I normal summoned Liquid, Special Shadow Mist, search for Mass Change. Made the Vert Anaconda. What's funny is, as hero players, when I see a DPE on the other side of the field, I really don't care, which is surprisingly. Like, my opponent's DPE does not scare me at all, because I know once I make mine is way better than his. But I was just kind of able to pop off. He droplets my Stratos. No, I can't remember what he dropped. The video's kind of going a little too fast. But I was just kind of able to pop off. I was doing my thing. I declared the attack with Malicious onto the Phoenix and used Effect of Sunrise to pop the Phoenix. So he decided to pop the Absolute Zero, so that way he wouldn't have to deal with that later, which I understand. And then I made the Dark Claw, and then that was just game. Alright, coming to the next round. Goodness, I actually can't. Oh yeah, this was DDDS. And I got lucky here. I just figured he kind of needed that normal summon, so I impermed it. And I Lightning Stormed the one back row, so I was just kind of popping off. But what really hurt me is he had Nibiru. And he did it at a really weird spot. And I didn't get the chance to use Vion's effect to add Poly, so when he nibbed, I was like, oh, I'm in a very, very bad spot here. But, so I just kind of sat on a really, really big token and Malicious, and that was all I could do. And then he was just kind of popping off, I think. Yeah. But the token was really huge, but I think I ended up losing this game. I honestly can't remember. It's late, guys. It's like I was sitting here editing this for hours. You know, it's like, because this is a 40-minute video. Oh yeah, that was the crazy part. He revived the freaking dominance on his side because I arranged his top deck and then he rearranged mine. But what's kind of funny was he gave me a Called by the Grave, and then when I was just trying to use Decider's effect, he activated Effect Veiler. I'm like, why? So I just called by the Effect Veiler so I could add a hero at the end phase. I added Vion back, and then I just swung with that token because it was freaking huge. And then I'm sorry because I kind of messed up my camera angles a lot because I normally want you guys to be able to see the life. But yeah, I did some big damage. I wanted to get rid of the dominance on his field because I'm like, I don't want him to keep rearranging my top deck every single turn. So I just had to destroy it. And he ends up getting rid of the token, I believe, and then I know the Decider doesn't stay around very much longer. But when this game was going on, I had like a migraine. Like watching DDDs go off, like it was so hard to keep up with what everything does. He was just activating so many cards. Like they're like some of the, and they were cards that were like the same. I'm like, how many cards are not once per turn? Like, what's going on? And I remember I actually would have came back here. I remember what happened in this game. So he gets rid of my board basically, but that Xyz monster that's in the corner, I had no idea. I should have read it because I asked what it did and it said when a monster effect activates, it steals it. I was like, cool. He never told me it was once per turn. which I guess I should have asked, but, you know, at the end of the day, I kind of want to tell my opponents all that my cards do. And it wasn't once per turn, so when I made Bane to try to wipe the board, he took it, and I was like, so I used something else to bait that, and then when I used the Bane, he took the Bane too, and I was like, what? And he was like, it's not once per turn. I was like, well, shit, if I knew that, I would have just swung at it, but, because I know that will be the end of this game here. But yeah, you just guys sit back and watch this. I'm just trying to stay awake for y'all, man. But yeah, I'll have this video uploaded soon, and then. But yeah, coming to game 2, yeah, because I totally lost after you took that dang. I Stratos, he ashed, I TTT'd, because I had the Ferris in hand, but I didn't have another hero, so I drew another hero with TTT. I saw all 3 of my Vions, though, and that actually really, really hurt. But, yeah, he nibbed, but it wasn't actually at a bad time. I was still able to do things. He kind of nibbed early. Let's see, we go Miracle Fusion, make the Sunrise. And then I had a Mass Change face down, and I think that was pretty much it. And I don't think he was able to get rid of the Dark Claw. So he searched. Well, no, he was dumping to the grave, but since I had Dark Claw, I had to get banished. Overlaid. And I forgot what it did. Because I honestly can't remember what a lot of the cards did, because that game, there was just so many things that was going on, I just couldn't remember. I couldn't remember everything specifically, but yeah. Y'all DDD players out there, I respect the big brain, bro. But like, when I saw the dude was playing, I was like, you a brave man for walking in here at DDDs, bro. Like, I couldn't do that. But like, I saw him playing against Eldritch, and it was actually, I think it was the same, I believe he was the same opponent. Like, that's just stressful. Like, you're just trying to play this crazy big brain deck, and then you just playing against the glue-eating Eldritch, and it's just like, golly. But yeah, as you can see, I took that game. Pretty much Dark Claw just got it for me. He was able to pop off because I didn't have any hand traps. I was just trying to read the Prees map. What's actually funny was I actually win this game due to just, it was like, you know, it's game 3. When it's game 3, I side deck, I take out all the cards. Like, I basically take out a Hero Lives. Like, if the clock is underneath like 10 minutes when it's time to side deck, I take a Hero Lives out. Because especially it's a deck like the DDDs, I'm like, his turn, if I don't open up anything, he can pop off and just take a long time on the turn. So I was like, I am not gonna risk Hero Lives and then I lose. So I actually imperm the monster, droplets, but I wasn't expecting an Ash on my Vion effect to send, because normally I would expect someone to Ash the effect to get Polymerization, but when he negated the effect to send, it prevented me from popping off, because I would have got my Liquid Soldier and I would have been good, but he Ashed that. So I had to just end on a very bad board. It was just Wonder Driver and Dark Law. So what I did was I swung at the defense monster so I get my increase, but then I realized that all 3 of my Vions were in the grave, so increase did nothing. And I don't know why he still popped the increase. And I was like, when I literally said that all 3 of my Vions are there. But after he swung at me and did some damage, I believe time was called, and then he couldn't burn me for anymore because I was... But yeah, finishing explaining what happened on the against the DDDs, because he actually burned for like 2k because of those continuous spells, and then he had to somehow would find a way to burn me for like, because I had like 59 and he had 2,000. He thought he could have a way, but it was like, nah, there's no way you can burn me to get me under 2,000 life. So anyway, guys, this was the next round. I actually went crazy this game. He ashed, but as you can see, he ashed the increase, but I was still able to just keep going. Use Malicious, He Nibiru'd, but I was still able to go. He nibbed. And then I actually had the D-Force. I made the Plasma. I took the Nibiru, and then he didn't know what D-Force did. And then when I told him what he did, he really couldn't do anything. This was the Madolche player. That's right. He literally just had to set 2 pass. Like, the Plasma just murders Madolche. And the fact that he couldn't target it, couldn't be destroyed, and I attacked twice. I used Stratos to pop the face down and the Nibiru, so I could use Plasma, take the face down monster, swung, and then pretty much swung for game because Plasma could swing twice. Coming into game 2, he decides to go first. Like, he said he really just likes this deck, but like half the time when I play Madolche, I'm just like, what do they really do other than spam XCs? Like, I mean, I know they have the one that can protect itself from, from monster effects, but I'm just like, they honestly really just don't do anything. Like, unless I'm just getting the deck completely wrong, but every time I play against them and I see this board full of just all these XCs monsters, and I'm just like, okay, but what do they do exactly? And then I'm just still able to pop off. So that's why I was just like, that's why I was like, all right, because then I thought he was gonna go crazy, and then he just ends his board on a Link monster, and then that, and 2 face downs. So Hero lives. I'm sure we searched for Stratos, and I was just asking what they did here. And I was like, that one. So then we get Stratos, we use search effect. He said it was good. I believe I searched for Ferris right here. If I activate Ferris next, then that's definitely what I searched for. And I actually kind of scrubbed a little bit here because I actually completely forgot about the field spell. So yeah, he had the Dimensions. That card was nuts. That actually, I told him, I'm like, that actually saved him the entire turn. And then he called by the Malicious because that actually reached the graveyard before he played that trap. But that actually saved him this whole turn. But when I swung with Stratos onto the Link monster, he was like, yeah, you take 200. And I was like, what? And then I completely forget. Sometimes I forget about field spells all the time because they're just really offside of the map. Like not the map. They're like on the far side of the playmat. They're very easy to forget about. I kind of wish there was another place where you can put field spells. Like if a field spell could be like in the middle, but then it wouldn't work. I mean, if sometimes you just have to pay attention to the board. And that's just really all it is. But I had Dark Law. He just really wasn't able to out the Dark Law. He was just trying to swing over it. He forgot I had the Honest Neos, and that was just pretty much all she wrote. Because he was just not getting his Madolches back, and he said, yeah, he just... Alright guys, sadly enough, this is where the dream will end. This was against the Sword Soul player. Like I told you guys, I lost to Flunderese and Sword Soul. So this guy beat me. The first card, I had an Ash in my hand, but what's crazy is, since I've had a month of not being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't been really able to keep up. Just work has been killing me, and I kind of really forgot how to play against Sword Soul. I knew I was going to see it today. I should have, I think I was actually honestly saving the Ash for, Halki Fibrax. I just have to learn. Excuse me. I just need to learn which plays they do that goes into the Halki Fibrax plays. But I think if they start with Sword Soul stuff, they're gonna just be able to synchro summon immediately. I guess it's just the Tinye stuff where they do the Halki Fibrax stuff. But I'm not really sure. But I'm just really too tired to explain what was going on. But let's see here. Got the Ban on Yifri and the other Sword Soul monster. The Dark Law, I couldn't end my turn on the Dark Law. I just couldn't. So I fused them away to make Trinity so I could clear the board. So I just really couldn't I couldn't let those monsters sit there. I just couldn't. Even though Dark Law was a nice floodgate, I was like, I can't let those monsters sit there. But once I lost the Trinity, I had nothing in hand. I was like, yeah, you got it. But now we're on to game 2. I actually won this game, I believe, because I know we go into a game 3. I think we went into game 3. I'm just really tired. I can't really remember. So, you know, I'm popping off. I'm doing my thing. Polymerization. We get to the sunrise. We get our draw 2. Discard 1 with the Miracle Fusion. Forgot what I discarded. I think it was Dreadmaster. Yeah, he saw the Dreadmaster and he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I'll explain Dreadmaster to you later." But yeah, Dreadmaster is sweet, man. So I got the DPE. I think that's kind of what we just end our board on. Yeah, I actually had the Malicious. I summoned the Malicious so that way I could use my mass change. So we end our board with that. So I felt pretty good about that board. And I mass changed the Dark Law. I was going to rip a card out of his hand. And he actually imperms the Dark Law. And I was like, damn. And then he had a Lightning Storm too, I believe. The Desires gave him the Lightning Storm, I believe, because he activates Lightning Storm right after. And I should have summoned the damn Dark Law in defense position, so I lost like half my board. I still had DPE at least. And then he was just going to get rid of the DPE, so I was like, screw it, I'll just use his effect. But yeah, I kind of just gets rid of my board. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really tired. I'm really just trying to push this video out for y'all as soon as possible. Let's see. Yeah, the Tenyays, those, wow. I'm like something little needs to get hit in that. I don't know what, but those cards are freaking insane, dude. Like something needs to get hit in that with nothing's wrong with this Sorcerer. Just certain things with the Tenyay package, something needs to get hit. Like I know that. I think they did get that 1-1, but those cards are freaking insane, man. But yeah, then he got the Hulky Fibrax. Like I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause he swung. I got the increase. I foolish. Shadow Mist Search. I'm trying to remember what's going on. It is kind of moving a little fast. Yeah, I got the goal. I did the calling. I think he negated the calling, I think. No, I kept it, right? I'm actually not sure. Yeah, so I like chained the increase onto the absolute 0. I chain link 1 increase, chain link 2 liquid, so he had to choose to negate the absolute, but it just didn't matter. I was actually still able to pop off, got the Vions. And yeah, all she wrote for that one, because I think I just took control of the game again. Yeah, because I had Bane, and then I think I made Dark Law, and then he just kind of scooped it up. Right, coming into the last game, pretty sure I just get absolutely demolished. With the end of this, I'm just going to do my closing statements, guys. Stick around to the end so you can see the first place deck. Pretty much you're going to see this deck profile because he was the one who got first place. And I'll have my third place hero deck profile uploaded as well. Yeah, my camera got knocked down there. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I'll have that uploaded as well. But yeah, check out the next level games. This is where the OTS championship was hosted. They do tournaments every 2 weeks. I hope that'll change soon to be every week because I really just don't like every other week. But yeah, I really did really good with Heroes today. There's a few mistakes I made, but some of those games I still won, which was really good. But anyway, guys, this is Trinity Wolf signing out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode 2. Alright, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.